2025 has left many Canadians out of a job. Unfortunately, a little over 100,000 jobs were lost in a major employment decline in July and August of this year. We've been reporting too on the auto sector. Now, being laid off can come as a shock, but there are ways to prepare. Career expert Angela Champ is here with advice on how to bounce back after losing your job. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning.
Let's talk about this. It's not always going to be clear-cut, clearly, but what are some of the signs that a layoff might be coming? What should employees or workers be looking for?
There are often signs. For example, if there's a hiring freeze or a salary freeze, excuse me, or they do not replace people who have left and they just redistribute the work to other people. If you hear things like your leaders saying things like, we're realigning resources or we're streamlining operations, that can sometimes give you a sign that a layoff may be coming because they may be reading between the lines. If they're starting to introduce technology like AI or other things and saying, it will simplify our operations, we won't need as many people. And for a person personally, if, for example, you start getting cut out of meetings or communications that you would have been involved in, that might be a sign that you're going to be laid off.
Right. And again, it's not always clear, right? And in many cases, you don't find out until it actually does happen. But preparing for it and the possibility, what can people do to possibly prepare for it? Like noticing is one thing, but then preparing is another.
Always know what's going on in the environment, so it's very important to be prepared. So some things you can do is keep your skills relevant. Don't wait until there is a layoff or termination to take that course or learn about Excel or whatever it is you need to know. There's lots of free or almost free courses that you can be taking, or you can go back to school. Network. Make sure you know people outside of your company and outside of your industry. The more people that you know or who know you, the more that can refer you if there is an opportunity. And keep your resume up to date always, even if you think you don't need it.
Yeah, it's one of those things too, right? For a long time, going back and going to do it. And it's never been easier to network too, right? LinkedIn and otherwise, social media.
Absolutely, and there's lots of ways. You don't have to go to industry events if you don't want to. You could do it at your place of worship. You could do it with your sports club if you play in a league. There's lots of places to network and let people get to know you.
Okay, so if someone is caught off guard, someone is laid off, let's give it into a hypothetical, what do people need to know when they actually do find themselves in that position?
So first of all, make sure you get a letter from your employer and find out, is this a temporary layoff where you might be recalled, or is it a permanent termination? Check to see if you're getting eligible for any payments like you're eligible for employment insurance, or you might be eligible for severance depending on how long you've worked or where you worked. You might be eligible for extended benefits. Talk to your bank. Tell them what your situation is. Maybe you can skip a mortgage payment or a loan payment. What you're trying to do is just take the pressure off of your finances. And if necessary, you may need to talk to an employment lawyer just to find out what you might be eligible for.
Right, if you can afford to be able to do that. And I've heard too as well, not signing anything right when it happens. Things can be very emotional when that happens, and your initial reaction when you find out the news.
Sometimes people will, out of anger, want to sign the letter on the spot. Don't do that. Take 24, 48, even up to hours or even up to a week to think about it. Let the emotions calm down. Look at what your financial picture is before you sign anything.
Okay, so if someone's watching too, they've been laid off, they're in a position and they're trying to bounce back. They're looking for that next job, they're looking for that next opportunity. What's the best advice for them?
So a couple things. One is your natural instinct when you're laid off or terminated is to hide, right? You're embarrassed, you might be ashamed of it, and so you don't want to tell anybody. You'll just hide in your house. Don't do that. Do the opposite. Talk to people, send out emails, call your friends, call your network, let them know that you're now in the market and you're looking for a new job. Let people know you're looking, because they may know of opportunities that you've never heard of. The other thing you want to do is, if you haven't done this for a while, like you've been with a company for a long time, if you went to university or college, you can use their alumni services. They'll help you with resume preparation, interview preparation. Your local public library will help you. Make sure that you're taking advantage of resources that are out there. You are not alone. There are people that can help you. And if worse comes to worse, hire a career coach, because they will help you.
Yeah, very, very true. Angela Champ, appreciate your time this morning. Some very timely advice, I think, for a number of people, unfortunately, but thanks for being here.
Thank you.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.